This, they thought dated back to the 1700s, they thought it was 1798, that kind of thing, but there's been research done and non-invasive photography and so forth, and the detail is much greater than we can see apparently, and they reckon now it might actually go back further than that, 1500s. You know, people refer to this place as a dungeon and all that kind of thing, but if you read Horace's History of Wexford in 1904, it's the only place we can find to refer to as an oubliette. And obviously oubliette by definition has very different connotations in terms of purpose and use. The experiences that people have reported on here. We had a radio crew with us one night, and there was about 12 people in this space, and we were here for 40-45 minutes. And over the course of that time, with 12 people in, the temperature dropped between 10 and 12 degrees, which would be unusual in such a small space.
Was there bodies ever found here being an oubliette?
This would have filled up with water a lot. You would get a lot of ground seepage and so forth. There's also a suggestion that there may be more of this than we now see, that there would have been a moat around the castle at one point, and that this might be just part of it. Yeah, again, that's speculation. I've no evidence to back that up.
Okay.
People report seeing a figure at the back of the stairs. They say it's a young child, a girl 5 or 6. Again, these are anecdotal, personal reports. Have I seen it? No. Things that I have observed that are interesting for me are things like, if I was to go out there now and take my ring and tap it off the handrail, you hear sounds like this. That kind of a sound.
Oh, that's what you've heard?
Yeah, and I'm saying it sounds like that. You know, the word like then changes, you know. I'm not saying it was that, but those are the type of things that people report.
Well, is that in the darkness, or is that with the light on?
That would have been in the darkness.
In the pure darkness?
Yeah. And
so it wouldn't have anything to do with the temperature dropping or anything?
I don't think so. It's not like settlement or contraction of metal.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a click which you might hear with a radiator as it cools down. It's a click and that kind of a sound.
Like a hand running down it? Possibly?
Yeah. Information over numerous visits down here in terms of a name, a surname, wife's name, son's name, and other little bits and pieces that had been gathered, we gave to the manager of the castle at the time, who went away and did a bit of research and came back and said, look guys, here he is in the 1901 census, this is what we found based on what was said. So to have historical documentation that seems, at least on the face of it, to correlate with information and data that was gathered over.
Validated.
Yeah, so that's interesting. The types of things that happen up here, we had a lecture on the paranormal here one night, and there was a team from Kilkenny, and when the lecture was over we took them for a walk around, and on the way back then we stopped here and we chatted, and we were also in on the flagstone section of the fireplace, and we were talking about noises. They were planning to come back and investigate the castle. It sounded for all the work, somebody went right here on the wooden floor, and everybody, Julie, made their way down the stairs to do an interview, and one was sitting in that chair, one was sitting over there, headphones on, and we'd finished the interview and I was standing over there chatting with them, and we were only 3 people in the building at the time, and I just said to them, listen, take 10 minutes, let the castle settle around you, maybe even call out, say why you're here. The worst that'll happen is that you're talking to yourself. So the first girl said hi, and then said the name of an associated person to the castle. We came to find out more about the castle. We heard about you. We wanted to say hello, and then the second girl said, "Yeah, me too. Heard so much about the castle. We were interested in finding a bit more." And we came to say hello. And a male voice from the nursery area went, "Hello."
Oh wow.
So we.
Was it disembodied then? And
well,
they actually heard it?
The only thing I can say with certainty is there were 3 of us here, and only 3 of us. I was the only male.
Right.
The voice then came in response, and rather than have them assume that it was something I was going to take for granted, I got them up when we went and we searched the place, including checking the side entrance to make sure that it wasn't just noise coming from outside and so on. But I mean, I know the place well enough to know that it had come from that area. Trees, kids are often reported in there as well, yeah.
If you play the game or Rosie and stuff like that, then there's often.
Do you sing nursery rhymes and things?
Yeah. Stella would, yes.
See what sort of response you get. We'll be in there for 45 minutes, an hour, and then we hear a door bang. And we go, look, we can't find it. And any time we, as simple as it is, put tape on the door seals, it doesn't happen, and when you don't, it'll occur. Other sounds that we've heard in here, and the only thing I can find that sounds like it, and again, I'm very cautious to qualify it being like it, is...
It's between just about a minute when you were talking there. There was a. Did you see me looking around? There was a sound over here.
Cause physical vibration without a physical presence, without a weight, without a density of mass. But that was interesting.
Yeah. So weird.
But that was interesting.
Yeah.
We've arrived after a road trip in Enniscorthy Castle. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of the castle, when it was built?
The castle was built in 1190 by Norman de Pendergrass, who lived here for 300 years.
Shh. Did you hear that? I heard like a child. Like a. Yeah, but it came from over here, and there's nobody in there.
I believe there was a fire here at one stage. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, the castle was burnt in 1569 by the Earl of Kildare.
Michael, thank you very much for inviting us down.
It's a pleasure to finally meet up.
I know, after many years, must be 4 or 5 years.
5 years of virtual conversations.
I know, for one thing or another, we never eventually got round, but we've got round it eventually now, thank God. And when we just arrived, we were sitting with the guys out this evening, with the lights lit up in the castle. It looks very, very impressive. And I have to say, it's one of the most beautiful castles that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a lovely place.
But you've been investigating here now for how many years?
We're 6-7 years now ensconced in this place, and the castle consistently gives, to one extent or another. A castle has stood here for 800 years.
Yeah.
And in that time, we would have seen a lot of turbulent Irish social history. 1798, Cromwell in 1649, and then obviously 1916 and 1922 as well. But in spite of that turbulent social history of Enniscorthy and Wexford, even though people experience things in the castle, it's very welcoming. It wraps its arms around you. There's nothing uncomfortable, there's nothing untoward or, in any way apparently malevolent about the place. And that's something that we see time after time, and is reported back to us by other visitors, teams, individuals, members of the public, time after time.
But in your opinion, you've investigated here a few times and you've done it with a lot of different paranormal teams and a lot of the public as well. Would you say there's a possible haunting going on within these walls? These famous walls?
Yeah, well, I suppose based on my experience and by extension the experience of the team, we've been witness to things that on the face of it we can't explain. Now, I suppose we have to preface that by saying that just because we can't explain it doesn't mean it can't be.
Yeah.
Or that science in 6 months or 6 years or 6 years time won't catch up on understanding what it is that happens. But by the same token, the fact that for me they're significantly unexplainable is interesting enough.
Yeah. Are you guys, I know some of you guys come down this evening from Wexford Paranormal, are you happy to come in with us in parts of the investigation?
Oh yeah,
we'd be happy to do that.
Sit in, yeah.
The reason is because you guys are here all the time, we're strangers in this building, maybe spirits might want to come forward and communicate unless you guys are with us, and then there's a possibility it might promote supernatural occurrences as well.
Yeah, and it might be interesting to do a compare and contrast where maybe you take a location on your own, see what you get, introduce a familiar face, and see if there's any change in the frequency or dynamic or level of possible interaction.
Are there any music bars or anything around here? I thought I heard piano playing, that's when I went in there.
No. There is a music venue down the hill, but we're talking about amplification and tracks and microphones. It's not piano bars, no.
Yeah, where did you hear it?
In the nursery, in that area.
Yeah. In the nursery? Where we thought we heard.
That's why I walked out when you were doing the interview.
Yeah.
The piano.
What, for how long? Many seconds?
Oh, it was a good 5 seconds.
Really?
Maybe more, yeah. Came from this area here. When I came in this area, I didn't hear it. That's right, I thought maybe there was, like a bar or music or
There's
something.
no radio over there, no radio.
No, it's just like a piano case.
That's weird, isn't it? I wonder was there ever, obviously there might have been a piano in here. Was it a residual? Was it possibly a residual sound you were hearing? With the thickness of the walls, like playback and time?
Possibly, yeah.
Most homes like this over the years would have had a piano.
I'd say so, yeah. It was a house back in the 1960s, wasn't it?
A very wealthy house.
So it's 14. Can you see them?
Yeah.
14 at the moment.
We're down in the lower levels of Enniscorthy. It's believed maybe it was some sort of oubliette at one point. They're not too sure.
Guys, that sound you hear, we're playing a vibration sound. I don't think it's ever been done down here before. So that's what that sound is in the back. And we're going to let it run for about 5 minutes just to see does anything happen. But you're starting to feel
Like a cobweb effect down inside my face.
on our face. It's quite strange.
And it prickly.
Guys, we're all on the lodge floor, all the cameras are far, and the door to our room from the stairwell is actually closed as well, okay?
Yeah, Michael, that's spot on, 100%, thank you. You're a bit sway on your feet there.
Yeah, Gary, you and me said down here, as soon as we came down, very heavy atmosphere, quite hard to breathe. I felt that the whole way around.
Yeah.
And legs are quite sort of wobbly, you know.
So what was seen down there then?
The child. Like a child.
A child?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
wasn't it funny earlier when we were upstairs we thought we heard like a child
Yeah.
laughing? So there's a possibility maybe there's a child that's attached us and knows what we're here and is
Yeah.
going to follow us around, curious to know what we're doing
Maybe you are.
as well.
I dropped down to 9, jumped back up to 15. It was 13, it's just jumped to 15.
So it's fluctuating?
So yeah, there's a big difference going on. We've
Sorry, I'm just
Okay, well, that bit
No, I can do I can edit that bit. I just put a bleep in that. No, it's good because you actually near fell over there.
yeah.
See, so in a way, I
It's
suppose
not-
the
yeah,
floor is a
it's
wee
not-
bit uneven, but not enough to knock yourself
No.
over, you know what I mean?
Hi, I'm Lynn. If there's any spirits here, could you come forward and try and communicate with us? I think there might be somebody here trying to communicate. Do you hear that?
I heard like a whispering, like a
No.
like a
I was
gasp,
looking at you,
gasp
I
of
was thinking that your
breath.
breathing was...
Yeah, like a gasp. Was that not you?
No,
You're joking me, because I kept looking at you thinking, stop
I
making
was
that noise.
looking at somebody had asthma.
I heard like some.
You know what? I'm getting sorry. It's fine.
It was like somebody. Sorry, it was like somebody trying to, like last gasp of breath.
That's what I was hearing, because I
One of
was
them
looking
picked
like
up.
I'm going to sleep breathing.
Does that not look like it was smoke or something? Or is it just the colour?
Let's see if I got this.
Is there smoke or mist out there?
I'm trying to communicate with us. I think there might be somebody here trying to communicate.
There it is.
So, is that
There's one at the start off it too.
Yeah, but this
it's
was
like an
going on.
intake of breath? Like,
I'm trying to communicate with us.
Yeah, there.
There might be
You hear
somebody
that?
here.
No,
No, you can hear like a
but listen.
help. Did you hear that?
Yes, straight
Came
away.
straight away there. didn't it?
Straight away, help.
and it's a
You're
deep-
recording, Cam, yeah.
Well, I was on.
No, but you're recording there, yeah.
Yeah, it's recording, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Legs.
that'll pick that up straight away. Help. Where we all are at the minute, we'll have Michael and his team up on the first floor, and they're sitting on the chair. There's complete silence. I got a walkie-talkie, and we were able to communicate with them, and they're not making a noise. And we're down in the lower levels of the castle. So we're going to do a Frank's box. We're going to do a white noise experiment, ghost box, to see can we get any communication through with what we heard early on. With it sounded like a wispy sigh. Most of us heard it, if not all of us heard it.
Not only that, we heard a groan.
And a groan as
A
well.
groan.
So we're going to try to communicate with possibly a spirit of a male energy down here. Going to ask him to communicate through this device. Can you
So
please
say
make
no,
it clearer?
please.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Keep it going because I was going to say it. Darcy?
Darcy.
I heard Darcy.
The-
Hello? Hello?
We've picked up like it sounds like a wispy breath, like somebody on their last breath. Has that ever been recorded or documented down here before?
There have been one or two reports of red-like sounds in that area, yeah, so that would be something we've
Is there a bit
encountered in the
like
past.
a rodent sign?
Yeah, well we've got our own recording.
Oh, 37.
What, 37?
That's been hanging around 11 to 14 all night.
16 a minute ago, before I handed it to you.
I'm up to 37, down to 21.
That's a queer jump.
Can you tell me what year it is? Steve.
Steve?
But then they said they never.
I asked, about 10 minutes prior to that, but it could have maybe happened. I heard that. That was like somebody cracking a bone or
From
something.
the other side, but sounded.
It sounded like, like a bone crack.
Yeah.
Hello? Anyone up there? It sounded like, like a bone crack. Sounds crazy. Up on the first floor of this dungeon here, but there's nobody on that floor, is there?
That floor is completely empty, but there are reports of footsteps on the flagstones and that kind of sound, but there's no one there now at the moment. They sent you in the dungeon.
There's two cracks.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go up here. We definitely heard a sound. If that was an oubliette, right? What happens in oubliettes? Bodies are thrown down. If bodies are thrown down, you're going to hear like cracking sounds. And we heard it. It's not weird.
Wonder if they go.
Oh, you recording? Yeah. That's a good idea. Well done. Did say no there? Did you not hear it? Say no. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stand here and then it's going to go in the other room. So if you want to communicate with one of us, why don't you come forward and give us a message? This is going to be maybe your only chance. And we can document it and we can record it and we can let other people know what you're trying to tell us. Can you make a sound, please? Make a sound near me or sound near Lynn in the other room.
Come and speak into this device, my hand. Tell me your name.
The hell was that?
Come and speak into this device, my hand.
There was a couple of people from Canada were visiting their friends of one of the teams, so we brought them in to see the place after hours. And we were sitting down here and we could hear footsteps above us. And the girl from Canada had headphones and H4 recorder. And she made reference to the name that we talked about, that I haven't said because of your own investigation. But she said, "Did you want to come upstairs? Do you want to go up to the bedroom? Come to the bedroom with me?" And the voice on the Frank's box said, "If you want to go to bed, you can go to bed by yourself."
Hi, my name's Leslie. I was downstairs. I've come upstairs now. I heard you playing piano in here earlier. Can you do that again?
Is that you, Gav?
No, it was behind me. Might have been just the door.
Right. Is the door open or is it closed?
No, Michael closed it over for us, but it might have just...
Right, okay. Maybe just a quick off.
Yeah. Just when I walked into the nursery, there's a couple of like kids' school desks just to your right. And it sounded like maybe somebody almost settling into one of them.
Okay. Want to try a wee bit of ghost box here?
How many people are in this room? 3.
Three, that's it, three.
Did that say 3?
Yeah.
Thank you, very clever.
Can you tell us how many spirits are in the room?
I thought I heard 5.
Well, I'm glad you said that because that's the
You heard 5 too?
So there's 5 spirits in this room. What does 5 and 3 make? How many people are together in this room? 8.
8.
Oh,
Thank you, very
brilliant.
clever.
Thank you.
Is anybody down there?
What's wrong?
Don't know, I'm just...
You get a wee bit nervy about coming down here again?
Yeah, I always
Do you
go
know
back
what?
now.
I have that feeling.
You know, should we go down?
The
Should we
first
not?
time we went down, I didn't have any problem. I couldn't wait to get down to look, and even there we went. But see, if we're going down the sit this time, I feel a wee bit nervy.
Nervous, yeah.
That I
I'm
shouldn't
exactly
really
the
be
same.
going down there again.
It's like you're intruding.
Yeah,
Do you want me to go down first?
yeah.
Right, okay. I was hoping you
Just
wouldn't
the-
say that. Okay, you grab that. Okay.
It's just it's that unnerving
Yeah.
feeling.
Okay, we're asking permission to come down, okay? We're not going to trespass, we're coming down as friends.
Now it's went up to 20.
Did you just go...
No.
Are you serious?
I swear, no, I didn't.
Did you not hear that? I heard... Run your hand down that bar. Do it again. No. I heard...
See, there's something down here.
Okay, that's cool. Did you just go... Now that was somebody doing that. That wouldn't be somebody from the 1900s. That would be somebody more recent. You know, because that...
Well,
It's like
it
trying
was
to-
like
was it whistling at you?
1950. What?
Was it whistling at you? Maybe it wants you down here, not me.
Thanks.
No,
There was
seriously.
what was it, 1950, that the family lived
50s
here.
to 60s it was.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
so that was more recent.
If you're here now, Lynn is holding something in her hand, which is reading at the minute 16. So what I would like you to do, if you're down here in this dungeon or oubliette or whatever, holy shit, it's jumped up to 50. Oh my God.
And really cool.
That
I think it's
is-
back down to 12 just as
that-
quick.
Thank you so much for that.
And the pain in my head's gone. That's really strange.
That's weird. Thank you. That's intelligence.
There's somebody here on the bed.
Shh, guys, look. It's going off. It's going off.
Is there somebody playing with the doll on the bed? Can you go towards the red light on the bed again, please, and make it light up for us?
Yes? Clear as day. Man's voice.
Do it, please. Touch that machine that's sitting on the bed. You've already done it a couple of times. Can you do it again for us? Thank you. Thank you. Can you step away from it now?
Thank you.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Go forward and touch it again, please. Thank you.
That's brilliant. If there's anybody here, why don't you come over to the bed and communicate through this device and we can all hear your voice.
Do you own this castle? Did you once own this castle? Yes?
Yes.
Were you a prisoner here? Did you take your own life here? No.
I heard, it's in Enniscorthy. I could have sworn something came through in the white noise that said Enniscorthy. 1, 2.
It sounded like it said 2 after you.
Did you, sorry?
It said 2 after you said 1. It said 2.
Did it?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to ask a question, Michael? Are you happy to ask a question?
Yeah, I'm happy to. It's been a while since I've had the opportunity to be here, so it's nice to be back again and to share the space with some new friends. Well, not new friends, but friends that we get to see in the three-dimensional sense for a while. But there's a name that's frequently associated with this place that we're familiar with. What I'd like you to do is repeat that name so that the guys can hear it themselves. So if you can repeat that name that we're most familiar with, that's referenced to the castle, that'd be great.
I think it said Tom.
I heard James, but
Did you hear something, James?
Did you hear
Yeah.
is that it?
That's what I heard too, James.
What is the name?
James.
What's
Now,
it, James?
can I ask another question? Can you give us the more frequently used name in relation to this same person, please? So the more familiar version of the name is what I'd like you to repeat for us now so the guys get to hear it. Just go again on that. Just repeat that again. I think that sounded like I have. Just in terms of awareness of us, then, can you tell us the number of people in this room that we can see, just to confirm your awareness of our presence?
Six.
6.
The question that I asked already, the answer that I think we can get is the one about the name that we're familiar with. So if it's James's father that we're talking about, what's his name?
So the questions Michael's asked, when I count to 3, I want you to give us an answer, and I want to make it very clear that all 6 of us can hear. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Could you tell us what was that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was in your stomach, Michael, was it?
No.
Did you hear that?
I did. Didn't come from here.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's like a
Could you tell me what your name is? Tommy or something, so like a Thomas or Thomas.
You know me, I've been back here many, many, many times, and tonight I've brought some good friends. I have a question, and I know we've asked this here before, and we've always had a very interesting answer. Maybe you could answer for me now. Can you tell us, how do you see us, or how do we appear to you? I've asked that question in numerous locations. The answer is always the same. Okay guys, if you're here with us, and I'm sure you are, you're probably standing back wondering what's going on. I mean, you know that we bring people here from time to time, and they're always our friends. There was somebody else here earlier on. Can you tell us, he's gone now, but can you tell us his name?
Michael was here.
Sounded like it,
Yeah.
Michael was here.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Said
Yeah.
that Michael was here.
Can you tell us that name again, please? Can you repeat that for us?
Oh God. Yeah. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I just, as far as I'm concerned, it was plain as day again. Michael.
The fact that it said Michael, that's pretty impressive. You know how many names in the world is there?
It was very clear.
Very clear, yeah.
Jim, are you glad that we came here tonight to talk to you?
Talking about noises, they were planning to come back and investigate the castle. It sounded for all the work, somebody went right here on the wooden floor. As simple as it is, put tape on the door seals.
Between just about a minute when you were talking there was a. Did you see me looking around? There was a sound over here.
Physical presence without a weight, without a density of mass. But that was interesting.
Yeah.
But that was interesting.
Yeah.
He lived here for 300 years.
Shh. Did you hear that?
There's anything around here. I thought I heard piano playing, that's when I went in there.
No.
Guys, that sound you hear, we're playing a vibration sound. I don't think it's ever been done down here before.
Down here, as soon as we came down, very heavy atmosphere, quite hard to breathe. I've had that little way around.
Yeah.
And legs are quite sort of wobbly, you know.
Sorry, I'm just...
Okay, I'll stop that.
No, I can do I can edit that bit. I just put a bleep in that. No, it's good because you actually near fell over there.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I heard like a wisping, like a
No.
like a
I was
gasp,
looking at you,
gasp of
thinking that
breath.
your breathing was...
Yeah, like a gasp. Was that not you?
No.
I'm trying to communicate with us.
Yeah, there. Did you hear that?
No.
No, you can hear like a
But listen.
help.
Darcy? Hello, Darcy. Hello? Hello?
There have been one or two reports of red-like sounds in that area, yes.
You know, about 10 minutes prior to that, but it could have maybe happened. I heard that. That was like somebody cracking a bone or something.
That floor is completely empty, but there are reports of footsteps on the flagstones and that kind of sound, but there's no one there now at the moment except you in the dungeon.
It's too cracked.
If that was an oubliette, right? What happens in oubliettes? Bodies are thrown down. If bodies are thrown down, you're going to hear like cracking sounds. Oh, you recording, yeah?
We would like to communicate with you. We've came a long way.
I'd say no there.
Come and speak into this wee device, my hand. Tell me your name.
The hell was that?
Is that you, Kev?
No, it was behind me. Just when I walked into the nursery, there's a couple of like kids' school desks just to your right. And it sounded like maybe somebody almost settling into one of them.
How many people are in this room? 3.
Three, that's it, three.
Did that say 3?
Okay, we're asking permission to come down, okay? Did you just go... Are you serious?
I swear, no I didn't.
Did you not hear that? I heard... You're here now, Lynn is holding something in her hand. 16. So what I would like you to do, if you're down here in this dungeon or oubliette or whatever, Holy shit, it's jumped up to 50.
That's really cool. I
That
think it's went
is-
back down to 12 just as
that-
quick.
Thank you so much for that.
And the pain in my head's gone. That's really strange.
That's weird.
Do it, please. Touch that machine that's sitting on the bed. You've already done it a couple of times. Can you do it again for us? Thank you. Thank you. Can you step away from it now?
Thank you.
If there's anybody here, why don't you come over to the bed and communicate through this device and we can all hear your voice?
Did you once own this castle? Yes? Did you take your own life here? No.
I heard, it's in Enniscorthy. I could have sworn something came through in the white noise that said Enniscorthy. 1, 2.
That sounded like it said 2 after you.
So if you can repeat that name that we're most familiar with, that's referenced to the castle, that'd be great. Just go again on that. Just repeat that again. I think that sounded like I have. Just in terms of awareness of us, then, can you tell us the number of people in this room that we can see, just to confirm your awareness of our presence?
Six.
So if it's James's father that we're talking about, what's his name?
Could you tell us what was that?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
How do you see us, or how do we appear to you? There was somebody else here earlier on, and can you tell us, he's gone now, but can you tell us his name?
Mike.
Michael?
Can you tell us that name again, please? Can you repeat that for us?
Oh God. Yeah. Do you hear that?
No.
Do you hear that? As far as I'm concerned, that was plain as day again. Mike.
Jim, are you glad that we came here tonight to talk to you?
There's something back here.
Setsu